Hi everybody, just coming on. Somebody's just asked me a really good question and it got me thinking. I don't think I've done a video about it. They asked if there is a video to explain to them what Chisong is all about because they wanted to share it. And whilst I share lots of information in all sorts of places, my website is the best place to get all the information about what Chisong's all about. I thought, do you know what? I need to come on and just share so people are aware just exactly what Chisong is. And it's my bad because I've not actually done it yet. So Chisong's there for people if they've been carrying too much. So if you're one of these people that feel the weight of stress, if you feel the weight of your exhaustion, if you've got habits that are no longer serving you, you might reach for your phone every second. As soon as you wake up in the morning, your phone's in your hand. The last thing at night before you go to sleep, your phone's there. If you're constantly grazing throughout the evening, if you're getting stressed and angry and you're wired and you're tired, is a good way of explaining it. Even when you relax or when you think you're relaxing, you still get really stressed at the end of it. And I've had numerous people, it's the time of year, it's schools going back, it's everybody settling back into the other rhythm. In the UK, the weather's been pretty, we've had a glorious summer and now the rain's back and you're doing the school runs and it's just pouring down and you're getting drenched twice a day. It's just that time of year where everybody's going, ugh. And clinically and physiologically, this time of year is, although it's usually in another few weeks or months, but it is a time where illness hits. There was always certain times of the year where you could almost predict, and people do predict, they predict health by the weather, they predict health by the stars, which is what I am doing. They predict health by all sorts of aspects. And one of the things when you're coming into late summer, early autumn, as I say, it's another few weeks really, it's kind of late September, October time, people start to get ill. They start to get headaches, they start to get the flu if they've not already had it. They start to get real exhaustion, and it's just that change of seasons, it's that change. And Chisong's here for that change. It's for the professional that never stops, that's always on the go, that's always on their laptops or their phones. Even when they're not in their place of work, they're still work orientated 24/7. Those people that answer emails at midnight at night. And there's nothing wrong in it if that feels okay for you, but if it's starting to get that you think, there's got to be more to life than this, there's got to be more than this, Chisong is there for you. It's for the mum who gives to everybody else before themselves, the nana that gives to everybody else before themselves, the person who turns to either food or drink or scrolling, as I've mentioned, or even the stinking thinking that I call it, the, always got to be critical, judgmental, always got to be on your pity pot. There's always somebody who's, somebody or something that you feel isn't right somewhere down the line. And you turn to food, you turn to other distractions. easy enough to do when the world feels heavy and it feels really difficult. Qigong's for the person actually, and this is me in a lot of ways, and I've spoken about it before, who everything they've ever dreamed of is coming into fruition. You know, I have been doing for a long time working with the moon with my astrological coach. I work with the moon, I work with the stars and the planets, and by manifesting with the moon, I've been able to manifest for myself successful retirement, this business, running this business, a brand new home. I ran a conference last year jointly. There was another couple that were involved in it, but we ran a conference that I hosted. I was stood in front of 150 people on stage and showing them how to practice Qigong and showing them how to do sound bowls. All of that I would never have really dreamt of doing. Although I did do it for work, I would never dream of doing it in my personal life. All that came from moon manifesting and from working with the stars. So all of that, you know, I've achieved so much. And then you can still say, now what? Now what? When people reach their ideal weight or they achieve, that was the other thing I did, I went on a cruise of a lifetime, but anybody who's achieved in their life, they've worked so hard to achieve something and then they get it. And then afterwards you think, now what? It's for those people that are always reaching externally for things, thinking that's going to be the latest thing that's going to help them. That's going to be the latest thing that'll help them. And just anyone who longs for a steadier way of living, anyone who wants to just feel rooted and calm and awake. And how we do it is through breath work, deep, gentle, long, slow breath work. There's very little of this energetic, you know, holding your breath, jumping into iced water. We don't do any of that. It's all really teaching people how to breathe as they've always been able to breathe, but because of life and because of situations, people have forgotten how to breathe properly. Because I worked in respiratory for 40 years, I've got experience of how to show people how to breathe properly. And through the training that I've done since then, I can show them tips and techniques that will aid that. Along with that and alongside that, we do gentle, mindful movements. So the breath work leads into us doing mindful Qigong exercises, which is like a moving meditation, and it is so special and so powerful. And you don't need to do it for long periods of time. Qigong on the Living Rhythm program will do 2 30-minute sessions a day. You can show up if you want to show up live, or you can catch the recordings at a later date. And and then there'll be other videos that you catch at other times. And I do teachings, I do sound bowl sessions. We do all sorts in that group, and it's absolutely fabulous. And then what we're aiming to do is just open the body from inside. Instead of reaching externally, we're reaching internally for everything that we've already got. The things that will calm the nervous system, guided by the universe with your own personal plan. Qigong will bring you home. You'll feel that your stress is eased. Your sleep is deeper and longer. Your energy will rise. And over weeks and months, you'll notice that your balance is returning, or you're getting your balance for the first time that you've ever felt in your body, in your emotions, in the choices that you make each day, just from simple movement and breath. It's not pushing harder. It's not no pain, no gain. It's not about doing more. It's not push, push, push. It's just a remembering of who you are underneath that noise. And Qigong gives you a practice, it gives you a rhythm, and it gives you a community. So you don't have to walk alone. I will be your light. I will be your Lumen Doula. You can feel it in your breath, feel it in you. You're already on the path. I will just guide you home. So that was Qigong in a 11 minute video. I hope that helps, and I'd love to see you there. If you want to know more or you want to sign up, qigong.co.uk is where you'll find all the subscriptions. In the meantime, you can find me on Facebook, on all of the social medias. You can find me on YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube and you'll catch all of my offerings. I do a daily blog which goes over to YouTube. So yes, I wish you all a beautiful Thursday evening. Now the sun is finally out and I'm hoping to see a beautiful moon tonight before it gets full at the weekend. So anyway, my loves, you have a beautiful evening. Take care.